Everybody, welcome back to a North Texas Weather Center forecast, and today what we're looking at is the potential for a winter storm possibility for Friday. Now, obviously, we're in March. We're almost well into March now. We're almost in mid-March, and we are seeing a potential for some wintry weather on Friday, and it sounds crazy because we are so far into March already. We usually don't see events like this late into the year, but it is going to be a possibility heading into Friday, particularly with the potential for some snow, sleet, and rain, and it's going to be definitely something to watch. There will be a possibility for travel impacts. Obviously, we don't know the specifics yet, but I'm going to kind of show you what we're expecting. It's a little bit early. It's an early forecast. Nothing's set in stone, but this is a couple of computer models to give you an idea of what every computer model is showing, which one I'm leaning towards, and what to expect at this point, and what you should do to prepare just in case this does happen on Friday. Let's get started, though. I'm going to show you the GFS model in terms of what to expect on the future radar. So we will have a chance for some showers Tuesday. If you're watching this video during Tuesday, then there's a chance for some showers or even a little bit of sleet during the morning, eventually just translating into a few showers during the afternoon. Now, going to Friday, again, during the morning hours, it looks like we'll have a potential for some showers, primarily just rain. Back off to the west, it'll likely be sleet, maybe some freezing rain even. I can't rule out a little bit of freezing rain, but I think it will mainly be sleet and snow. So you can see primarily out in these areas, the pinks and purples are going to show your representation of some sleet. And that would also be the potential for some snow and rain also mixed in there. Now, primarily snow would be those blue colors, so you can see out closer to Wichita Falls and Childress. That's where you'll be looking at for the snow aspect. Now, going closer to 9 in the morning, you can see the GFS model showing very heavy bands, and I don't really expect heavy precipitation at this point. I think it's too early to tell if this will actually be heavy, snow, sleet, whatever it is. I think most of this should stay light, and if it does stay light, which it likely will, we'll likely just see light accumulation, so maybe up to an inch of snow, maybe up to, a tenth of an inch of sleet or something like that. It's not going to be significant by any means, but it will definitely be enough to potentially cause some travel impacts, which is why we should be mindful of this event. Heading closer to noontime, you can see primarily just snow back off to our north and west. That would also include DFW. Again, according to one computer model, eventually by 3 o'clock, mainly just some light snow after that, and then we'd be clearing out by the evening hours. That's just one computer model, though. Don't get too caught up on one single model because, as I kind of said before, there's a good chance that these will change over time. Here's a look at the European. This is till 6 a.m., so you can see this only goes till 6 a.m. on Friday. You can see just some showers here, and then it would eventually translate into likely some sort of mix. So this is the updated model, so you can see going closer to about 9 in the morning, the potential for some sleet and maybe some snow as well, and then eventually by noontime, again, it starts to move into the Metroplex. Primarily rain for DFW, it shows, but I do think that there's a fine line in between both of these computer models. I think we're going to kind of be somewhere in the middle of the European as well as the GFS model. Now, the National Weather Service is already forecasting a wintry mix for basically all of DFW, at least as of right now, so at this point, I'm just going to go with that for now. I think that's pretty accurate at this point, what we're going to be looking at. Now, obviously, there's several computer models out there that are showing different things. Here's another one I'll show you. This is the Canadian model. Now, I don't use this one too often for weather, but I will go and show you what it's showing as well. This is going to Thursday and a Friday. It shows primarily a mix for DFW and eventually translating mostly into just some light. It's basically light sleet as well as some snow and rain here in DFW, and then eventually translating just some light snow for DFW later on Friday. Now, the timing is critical as well, because if we see this during the overnight hours, it's a better chance that we'll see some snow in comparison to just seeing sleet and rain. So we could definitely see more snow if it is to happen sometime during the overnight hours Friday, overnight hours Thursday and the Friday morning. It looks like this should happen during the late morning and afternoon hours. So if it happens during that time frame, we'll likely be just looking at sleet and rain for DFW with maybe a little bit of snow mixed in there. So that's what we're currently looking at. Let me go ahead and show you an ensemble as well. This is going to give you a little bit of an idea of the chance of an inch of snow and that sort of thing. This has actually I've never used this tool before, but it's pretty cool. So this is the chance of snow an inch or greater heading into this event. Now, again, take this with a grain of salt. It's just one, little model. I don't ever use this, so I can't tell you if it's really that accurate or not. I've never used it before. You can see the chances right now are right around 30 to 40% here in northern DFW, and I don't know why they're so high down to the south. I don't expect anywhere near Waco or Tyler to get anywhere close to snow levels. I don't think that's going to happen. So, again, take this with a grain of salt. It is not probably the most accurate thing. Here's an updated one. Actually, this one's even a little bit higher for those areas. But you can see Wichita Falls, 50% chance. Paris, 50% chance, that sort of thing. But don't get too caught up in this. It's just one computer model. And it even shows 4 inches of snow, which I don't think we'll see that. But it gives you probabilities for that, too. It's kind of cool, but I don't honestly use this. So I'm not going to go ahead and say, go ahead and, really follow this. So here's another ensemble to give you an idea. This one might be a little bit more accurate. Yeah, this is probably more accurate to what I'm thinking. So 20 to 25% near Wichita Falls for an inch or greater of snow. DFW, pretty marginal, 0 to 10% chance all around. So this is a lot more accurate than what I was just showing you. Now, here's a little bit of a probability on freezing rain and what to expect. So this is kind of the totals here. So Sherman could see up to, and I think this will most likely be sleet. So any accumulation of ice would be very, very thin, but it would be enough to maybe cause some travel impacts up to maybe a 20th of an inch in Wichita Falls, a trace here, Weatherford, that sort of thing. So it should be fairly minimal. Obviously, it's still early. Make sure to stay updated with North Texas Weather Center. We'll keep you updated here on Facebook, on YouTube with the latest, as well as on Instagram. Make sure to subscribe here to our YouTube channel. We'll keep you updated. It's a pretty interesting event that's coming. Make sure to stay updated with us here at North Texas Weather Center for the latest. This forecast is brought to you by Platinum Contracting, Birdie's Pro Turf, and THD Vehicle Doorstep.